Hello everyone and welcome back after like a year and a half of not doing videos. I'm not gonna waste too much time as to why. Everyone knows pandemic, just life happened, and I'm not very active on YouTube, but I am currently finishing my master's and I was also working simultaneously, so hopefully now that I'm not going to be a student anymore, I would have more time for YouTube. So today I wanted to come on here and do an updated what's going on with my hair. I want to do an updated bag collection. It has definitely changed a lot. I think my mentality also towards luxury changed. Basically, my channel used to be a place where I shared my music. I am an opera singer and nobody was watching, so I kind of did a test where I was like, let me do fashion videos and see if I get more views. And I did, and it worked. I did a handbag collection, a shoe collection. I did a hair update that got that had great success. So at least for me, maybe not in the grand scheme of YouTube, but for me, I got a lot of views and comments, and I appreciate every single one of them. If I didn't answer, I apologize, as again, I'm not very active on YouTube. But I thought I would come back and share, just make this a channel about lifestyle, things I like, and yeah, so let's get into today's video. You can already see the item right here. I'm not very good with surprises, but today I wanted to do a Polène bag unboxing. I discovered this brand during the pandemic because I was actually looking for a work bag that was not branded, because sometimes you're just not in the mood to wear Chanel or Dior to the groceries or to walk your dog. And to be quite honest, I'm not going to touch on this too much right now, but I definitely want to do a video on the pressures of social media and consumerism and debt and all of that, because I have definitely fallen in the trap of, you know, hashtag best life, even though it wasn't really that. So I think I was using the luxury items to give myself the illusion that I had the life I wanted, but that's unfortunately is not true. And more than the luxury items, I do want the luxury life. So I'll tell you guys a little story and then get into this unboxing. So basically, before the pandemic, I met someone very special, but they were based in New York. I am in Canada, as some of you may know. So when the pandemic hit, we obviously couldn't see each other. And fast forward a year later, when things were opening, we were planning a trip. And I kept telling him, you know, like, I have no money, I'm a student, like blah, blah, blah. All these excuses how I was broke. And it's true, I didn't have money in my bank account. But I looked around me and I was like, I have money on my shelf, I have money in my closet, I have money on my on my feet, like the shoes I'm wearing. And so I realized that I'm lacking money, but not because I lack skill, not because I'm unfortunate, just because honestly at that point I'm like, I'm so stupid. I don't know how to manage money. I just don't. So and to a point where I was like, well, what's more important, the stuff that's in my closet that I can't even wear, or going to see like the man that I have feelings for? So I just like completely lost my mind. I took everything out of my closet and I sold it. So I only have a few items left, like designer bags. And honestly, the only reason why I still have them, it's because it wasn't worth selling. Either because the selling cost would be so low, or that I paid, like I bought it pre-loved, so the markup was much higher. So I have 4 designer bags left, and this new Polène bag that I am obsessed with. Also, if you guys can hear, it is pouring rain outside. It's definitely like shitty weather, so if you hear noise, it's that type of day. So here is the bag. This honestly, is it focusing? Okay. This, I spent months debating about this brand because I kept seeing it, but I really wasn't sure. Honestly, I felt so victim of the marketing of like, if it doesn't have a logo, do I like it? Like, do I like it just because it has a name? And I finally pulled the trigger because if you guys saw my previous handbag collection, I only had one black bag and I sold it. It was the Alma, oh my god, I forget the name, the Louis Vuitton, the Alma in Epi leather. So I wanted something black and I wanted something with no logo. I'm gonna put footage right now of the unboxing that I did. So the bag has two openings. The first one slides off like that, and then it opens to a bigger compartment here. I kind of want to do a little what fits in my bag, because honestly quite a lot. This is barely full. You should note though that because of the shape, this pointy part, there is something sticking out inside here. So I will show it to you empty. You definitely cannot see what I'm talking about here. But anyways, I just mean that the inside is not completely flat. So I wore this last night. So I basically had my keys, my little card holder, gum, and then just a few makeup items, and my phone that I'm gonna go get if you give me one quick second. So here I'm also gonna include my AirPods and my iPhone. And then the bag has a magnet that closes like that, and then again like this, and voila. So it's not even completely full. That's how much space there is. I can show it to you with the items. So it definitely packs a lot. And the strap is removable, but here's the thing, it's quite annoying to take off because as you can see it's so small, but at the same time I think it is small because it would be ugly if it were bigger. So I'm not mad at it, if that makes any sense. So now let's get into my very tiny handbag collection. So the first one that actually None of the bags I'm going to show you today were in my original handbag collection. A lot changed. There's some that I also had never shown. I used to have a Chanel mini coco handle in iridescent navy blue that I also sold. So I will insert pictures of bags I used to have, but basically these are the ones that made it to the final cut. So the first one is this very beautiful, trendy, just I love the color. I genuinely love the color. It honestly, for the size that it looks, it doesn't fit that much and it can get quite heavy, but because of the color, I did buy it pre-loved and it was more than retail, so I don't want to sell it because I would just lose so much money. Yeah, it is a fragile bag, so sometimes, like right now it's raining, I would not like to wear it, but I will definitely do close-ups. It's stunning, really. I think it goes well with the outfit that I'm wearing now. Next up is this adorable mini Lady Dior. I will put zoom ins because I'm not even sure if my camera is focused right now. I did put a little twilly. So this bag I got on Fashion File. Fashion File sometimes puts stupid prices especially for Chanel, but somehow for Dior, even with the conversion from US to Canadian, you're still saving a lot. So I think this one was around 3,300 US. So then convert that to Canadian and add duties, it was still like $1,000 less than if I bought it in store. It's also a color that is not available in store anymore. And for some reason, for Dior's, I love the patent. Like, I am obsessed with just how it looks. I find that it literally looks like a little candy. And any color, like I've seen the red, the black, they have green, like any patent for Dior I just find stunning. And actually my next bag, I will insert a picture because it's actually with Dior getting repaired. It is the exact same one but a size bigger, the My Lady Dior in black patent. Honestly, was it worth it to buy the black patent? I did buy retail. That was not worth it. I definitely could have bought it pre-loved and saved a lot of money, but it was my first Dior and I was like set on black patent because I think it's just more durable. But it is currently getting repaired because that's the only thing. This one is from 2016 and the charms are beautiful, super shiny and everything. But the one I got, I didn't even wear it that much, and within 6 months the hardware, it didn't get tarnished, but it definitely got, like, it looked old, as if I had been using the bag for 5 years. So I brought it to the store because it's under warranty for 2 years, and I just asked if I could have it changed. Okay, and lastly, this bag I got back in June, and honestly I do not know why I didn't buy it sooner because it is my favorite bag on earth, and it is the Saint Laurent, why am I blanking? This is so famous, Sac de Jour. There we go. This is the nano size, and it is white, so I know what people say about white bags that they're gonna get scratched and everything, but this one actually is the mock croc, so it is kind of resistant to water. I would never get a lambskin leather bag in white, but this, I thought the material was perfect for a light color so that it doesn't get damaged. And this bag is just, I don't know where it's been all my life, but I use it everywhere. It matches everything. You can definitely make it larger, like I fit in a water bottle, a book, everything. I took it on trips and everything, on weekend trips where I could fit everything. Honestly, even nights that I would go sleep over at my partner's house, I can fit everything in that. Like all my makeup, all the stuff I would need for the next day fits in this tiny thing, but it's really not that small. Like if you look, it's quite large. I definitely do like this size for the crossbody. I think I mentioned also in my first handbag video that I love crossbodies that sit high on me. I don't like when it's below my hip or like at my hip. I like when the bag sits like this. I'll show a video later. And so I definitely like the length of the strap. And again, I think big bags are gonna make a comeback, but it's just, they're so heavy. So and honestly, I think when the pandemic, everyone realized like we don't need that much stuff. Like, where are you going to carry like a huge bag? So I've definitely converted into mini bags. Even for work, like the bag I use, it is quite small. So yeah, I think it was just major lifestyle change. Okay, here we go again, guys, with bits of videos that I forgot to film. So I kind of wanted to show you how the bags look. So this is the YSL. So here, I wanted to show why I think the Polène is such a good quality. This is the Dior chain from the Mini Lady Dior. This is the Polène chain. As you can see, it is the exact same chain. The links are exactly the same, just a different size and slightly different color. So I find that this bag has everything of luxury. Like, look at the hardware, look at the leather. It's my only grained leather bag. So I get it. Like, I am a huge fan of luxury, but it's not like those cheaper bags where, and what I mean by cheap is the material, like that the metal feels like plastic or anything. This has everything that the designer bags have. Like, it has the leather, the metal parts are all like, they look exactly the same. It's the exact same chain as the Dior bag. So this one did cost 320 US. Convert that to Canadian because everything is like more expensive for us. And I think I did pay around $80 Canadian in duties. Basically, that is it for my very small handbag collection. Again, I definitely want to do other videos about luxury and just social media and the whole mentality around it, if that makes sense. If you guys want to see what fits in my bag, more reviews about the bags I have, bag comparisons and everything. I definitely think in terms of what fits in this, it compares to the YSL. So I can try to do comparisons like that if that's something that interests you. I definitely want to do a hair update for everyone that watched that video, and more things to come that I will keep as a surprise for now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that it was helpful and that it didn't seem too much as if I wasn't sure what to say. And please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.